Hello, everyone, Twin Flames. This is the Divine 1111, Divine Feminine 1111, excuse me. And I'm doing the weekly energy check to see where the masculine and the feminines are. I have to tell you, I just feel in my bones that the masculine is still struggling. And he's really in a lot of chaos and not sure um, what's going on, bless their hearts. Set those over there. Okay, the first card I pulled for the masculine, what they've been going through, the ten of swords. It's not a very good picture. This is about painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss. The I have this feeling that the masculines have done something that was just not in the most honorable favor for the feminines. And this caused a major break in, I guess you could say, in the relationship. And there's some sort of betrayal, consciously or unconsciously, I don't know. But they have just not been as honorable to their feminine as possible. And so it broke the connection. It did. You know, it did. The next card I pulled was the Five of Cups. This Five of Cups, I don't know if you can see it, but this man is very sad, and he's got his cups. I love cup cards, but this cup card, he's got his cards and he hasn't filled any of them up. They're just laying there, and he's like looking at them like, what to do? And I would say this represents the relationship. Your masculine is in deep regret. Now, I don't know if, it takes a lot of courage to be able to come forward, but he's in deep regret. He knows that he did something. He knows that he did something that sabotaged the best thing of his life. He knows it. He just does. And when I say he, same-sex couples, I don't mean just he, but I just say he because of the masculine. So this can be for same-sex couples, or I doubt if many masculines are watching these, but whether they are or they aren't, this could be the woman, this could be the man, it doesn't matter, but or the feminine, but this person is so sad, so sad. And it's like, instead of just picking up the cups to fill them up, they just stand there in their sadness. And sometimes sadness can be addictive, even though nobody in their right mind would say that. But if you get wrapped up in these energies, and you just, you just do. Then I put out the Four of Cups. See, the cups once again. Now, here is a young man. He's got his cups. He doesn't have anything in them, just like the one that we just did. And he's got probably his divine feminine offering him, giving him an offering, and he's not taking it. He's just not. And the thing is that the masculine doesn't do this to hurt you. They probably don't even know why they do this. But it's so easy to say, well, pick up the freaking cups. Take the cup. Take the cup. It's that easy, isn't it? Take the cup. But for some reason, it's not that easy for them. It's just not. And this, though, kind of reminds me, I feel with the masculines, it's all about, they keep resisting I just get this strong impression they're resisting. They resist everything. They're resisting their job. They're resisting you. They're resisting whatever. And this, to me, reminds me of a little boy who someone's bringing him something, and he says, I don't want that. Yeah, he does want that, but he's in the mood, I don't want that. And I don't know if that means he's just not willing to change, into the 5D warrior that he can be, but it's just, he's just not moving. He's just stuck. That's what I would say, stuck and resistant. Now let's do where the feminine's energy is for this next week and what's been going on. And you know what the sad thing is that these masculine readings are almost always the same. I mean, to me, that's sad. I don't know. It's just, they're really struggling mentally. Okay. For the Divine Feminine, I put the energy, I like this card, it's cute, Strength. And I love that the Queen she's like tickling the little lion under his neck there, his little fur and stuff. But this is about strength, courage, and compassion. I feel like the Divine Feminines are really stepping up their game. They're standing in their truth. They are deciding how they want to be treated, and whether you have a twin flame label or not, if you don't live up to that, it doesn't matter. But she's standing in her fiery power. I believe that she is. She's really moving past the betrayal, the pain, what caused the separation. And this is a good card. This shows that she's doing good. She's doing good. And the next one I pulled was the King of Cups. I love cups cards. I don't know why. I guess I always think of, because cups are emotional and cups are easy when you do tarot, because to me it just feels like you're filling up your soul. Like you're filling up a cup, overflowing with abundance and your love. So that's why I like these. But this stands for emotional bliss, compassion, diplomatic. She's in her cups energy, and she's royalty. She's royalty. Regardless of what she thinks she's going through, she is still royalty. Now, our masculine is royalty too, but she is standing in her truth and her power and her goddessness, and she is behaving like royalty. Sorry, I need a drink. And the last card I pulled for the feminine was the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Now, this, I can't imagine a more perfect card, but this is about surrender, sacrifice. It's about that you're so sick of thinking about this. Throw your hands in the air and say, God, take over. I can't take it anymore. And just go about your life. And let me tell you something. Being the feminine, feeling like your masculine, your soul's ripping in two because they're gone. Excuse me. You can get pretty low. It can be a pretty low pace. And you can physically take on the pain of your twin. And I want to caution you to not do that. How you know you're picking up your twin's energy is if you just all of a sudden like I've been at work or wherever, and I'll just start crying. I mean, just like I'll feel him. I know it's him, and I will just start crying. I can, if I allow myself, I could be in huge physical pain. It's like I take the physical pain, he has the mental pain. That's sort of how we, but I stopped it. And the way to stop this, the way to stop that, you don't want to sit and cry and be sad because you know your twin is sad. No, what you do is the minute you start to feel that you're feeling emotions from them, I'm very vocal and I say to the universe, stop. Take that energy back. You are not giving it to me. And you don't want to share emotions with your twin when they're in this place. You want them to face their own work and do what they need to do. But if you're rescuing them and helping them share their feelings, no, put it back on them and say, I am not taking your emotions. I'm not. It has to get so bad for them that they have absolutely nowhere to go but up. So don't share your feelings with them in the negative. Uh-oh, my thing's all fell down here. So for the feminine, she's standing in her power. She's creating boundaries. And she's not even sure if this can even be fixed. A lot has gone down. And I think that even in my own situation, it's like too much has happened to even do anything again. And I think you have to, if you feel that way, that's normal and that's natural. But you have to be open that, hey, if I'm supposed to feel a different way when the time comes, I'll do it. Even if you're not feeling the love now. Yeah, it's okay. You're not supposed to. You've been hurt. You've been wounded. You've been whatever. Don't sit around and the worst thing that I ever did for me was sit around and try to be all lovey-dovey in my head when I was in pain. You have to honor your pain. You need to feel your pain, and pain demands to be felt. Stop covering up with all this lovey-dovey crap. Get pissed off, get angry, do whatever you got to do to release all of that. Because energetically, you don't want to do it because energetically it helps your partner. You want to do it because it's the best thing to do. It's just a bonus that it does help your partner. They, just as you can feel their emotions where they're sad and heartbroken, they can feel your joy and empowerment, and that affects them too. So what I thought I would do is, I'm just going to pull an angel card. These angel cards are so big I can't even hardly hold them. Archangels. Archangels. What can we tell our feminines? What's something that our feminines need to hear? Answered prayers. All your great works has opened the door for divine solution and support. I'm telling you, the feminines are really doing a great job. Really doing a great job. And the thing is that you can work really hard at it. And even in separation, you can not be so sad. You can still go out and have a life. You can still go out and do, I'm not going to lie, it always seems like something's missing. I mean, that's the truth. But it is what it is. You can't beg someone to stay. You can't beg someone to change. You cannot even love someone enough. And that's the saddest part. It's like, twin, come here and just let me love you. That doesn't even work. I mean, yes, there is some healing that goes on by being loved. But that deep internal crap that keeps, oh, I don't know what I do with my, keeps the guys not filling up the cup, taking, like moving like a turtle. Nothing can change it. But the universe is always working. It's conspiring to help you. So, what I would say this week is just keep doing what you're doing. Send prayer, send love to your twin. Do not engage in their negative or physically painful experience you can experience, because you're probably feeling them. So, anyway, I love you. Talk to you next week.